Hi friends, in the previous video we have installed the TypeScript compiler in our project, and in this video we will see how TypeScript compiles the TS code and converts it into the JavaScript code, how it will compile and what could be that JavaScript output, the compiled JavaScript output we will see in this video. Before continuing with the TypeScript code, first we will write with the plain JavaScript code what we know, how we will be writing the plain JavaScript code. We will write with a simple example, and afterwards we will convert that one into the TypeScript code, and we'll see the compiled output, what could be the JavaScript output, what we have written it earlier. Right now what we have written the JavaScript code, we will compare it with the compiled JavaScript code. We'll see. Now let's continue with the example. Now here, this is the project, so you can assume that this is the project. Okay, sample project. In the previous videos we have the same thing. So this is the index.html file, and here it is only the sample thing. Now I will try to open it in revealing file explorer. I will try to open the output. This could be the output. Okay, I open the console.log also. I open the console also. Now let's write the code. Now what I will try to do is, in the first example, same thing, we will try to do the sum of two numbers. So I will take one div here, and I will write one input type is equal to number. Okay, I am writing input type is equal to number, and I will keep number 1. Okay, in the same scenario I will keep it number 2, and I will write the button, and I will create a button. This one will be of id button. Okay, this is the simple HTML. If I try to execute this one, I am getting two buttons, and I will give the value of this one add. Okay, now if I try to execute the output, now I am having two input text boxes, so that if I give the numbers of this one, so this has to get if I click on this button, this has to get added, and output it should be visible in the console. Let's write the JavaScript code. Now I will try to create a new file. First I am writing in the JS file only. Now here I will try to create a button. So I am writing this all the code in ES6. Okay, so why? Because so we have clear knowledge on the ES6 course. So previous videos we have seen all the ES6 courses, right? So if you don't see that ES6 courses, please see that playlist, so that you will understand the advanced JavaScript code. And in this TypeScript also you will be writing that ES6 code only, but here we will write the ES6 code, so that we will be getting accustomed to this ES6 code. Now I will create input 1 is equal to document dot query selector of hash number 1. Okay, we have seen this one in the JavaScript course. In the DOM object we have seen this all. Input 2 we have, or otherwise I will copy the same thing. We can copy the same thing, and here I will be having the input 2, and here I will be having the number 2. Same here I will be creating the button. Okay, I will be having the button. I took the three way of thing. So now I need to see I need to add the add event listener of click. When the user clicks on the button, I need to take the value. This is an arrow function notation of a representation of the method. Now I will take here, I will try to print console.log input 1 dot value, and I will do the same thing input 2 dot value. Let's check that whether we are getting the values or not. Now if I try to, I need to do the import the script file. Script type is equal to text slash javascript. Okay, source is equal to, where we will be having that one, js slash main.js. So this is the script file. Now if I try to execute here, and if I write 1 and 2 and I click on add, I got the output. So we are getting the data which the input boxes is holding. Now what I will try to do, I will try to create a method here. I can create something like const add is equal to, so number 1 comma number 2. Okay, this could be a method. Now the what it has to return is, so number 1 plus number 2. So this add method will return the addition of the two variables. So now here I will try to call this method and I will send the input 1 dot value comma input 2 dot value. Okay, now I will click on this one and I will try to give 1 comma 2, and if I click on that button, what could be the output? As expected, we should get the output as 3. Let's see when we click on this add button. Oh, we are not consoling the thing, I think. Yeah, let's console the output. Console.log, whatever the return value we are getting from the method, I am consoling the output here. If I see here 1 and 2, I am getting it as null. Why we are getting? Okay, typing mistakes, so many. So now if I type here 1 comma 2, I am getting, instead of 3 output, I am getting 1 2. That means the input values what here is getting it as string actually. So that is the reason what it is doing, instead of doing the mathematical logic, it is doing the string concatenation. So the numbers what we are getting are as strings. So we need to do somehow, we need to pass this add for this method only the numbers. So one method what we can do is we can add plus in front of this value so that it will be converted into the number. Now if I try to do again 1 comma 2, now I got the 3 as the output. Okay, so this is how we can write in the pure JavaScript. But here we have some unnecessary, explicitly we have unnecessary one bug is there. Not bug, unnecessary, the code will accept that way. This function will be accepting both the strings and the numbers. Right, so we cannot avoid those things. We can write something like, here we can write condition something like type of number is equal to number. Okay, we can write this type of logic, we can write this type of logic is not equal to number and all those things. We will be writing these all conditions, validations, checks and everything. We will be checking those all things, but that could be a so all the time we need to write this one, but otherwise we need to explicitly convert this one to the number, so that addition takes only the integer values. But here in the JavaScript code, what we can say is the user may send any data. You can send the numbers or you can send the string also, so that the function will accept without any problem. So it will execute the code, but we will be getting unnecessary problems in the output. So the TypeScript overcomes this type of problems. So TypeScript handles this type of things. So how it will handle this type of things, let's see in the example. Now we have written in the JavaScript code, right? Let's keep this apart, and I will what I will try to do is I will try to create a file main.ts. Okay, now I will copy the same code here and I will try to paste this one here. Okay, now what I will try to do is I will try to remove this all code. Okay, now here see, as soon as you have pasted this one all things, as I already told, you can write the JavaScript code in the TypeScript, but you cannot write TypeScript code in the JavaScript file. Okay, so here I copied all the JavaScript code and pasted here, and here you are expecting that input dot value. I am removing this one. Okay, now here you are getting a error that input dot value does not exist. So it is telling that document dot query selector number 1. So in that this object doesn't have the value it is telling. So in order to overcome that one, we can write as HTML. It's an input element. Okay, you can mention that one as HTML input element. So that means you are mentioning that this document dot query selector of number 1 will return an object that belongs to the HTML input element you are saying. So HTML input element consists of the property input 1 dot value. Okay, this is how we can explicitly mention the object or what type it is in the TypeScript. And now this add method, so this I am having this add method, right? This add method takes only, you can expect that numbers, right? So you can explicitly tell it as number, so it accepts the arguments, accepts only number. Okay, when you immediately mention this one, it immediately thrown an error that input dot one dot value is a string. If you see the top, it is telling that the input HTML input dot value will always return a string. So that is the reason the JavaScript also we got the string. So it is telling that. So when I try to compile this one, so here you will be having inbuilt TypeScript integrated terminal. You can write here the code tsc. I am executing. If I try to execute main.ts with the compiler and I am trying to execute this one, you will get an error. So it is telling that okay, tsc we will be having the file in the JS, right? when I am trying to execute this one, we will be getting an error. It's saying that argument of type string is not assignable to the type member, it is saying. So we have explicitly restricted the method to accept only the numbers instead of any data, but in JavaScript the function will accept any type of data. Okay, but here the add method will accept only what we can say numbers only. So here explicitly what we will do, we will convert it into the numbers. Okay, so in this way we can eliminate the runtime errors in the TypeScript code. So now I will try to execute the code here. If I try to execute the code here, now it compiled successfully. Why these errors are coming is, for example, why, because in main.js also same thing has been initialized, so that is the reason both are getting conflicts. So not a problem, that one. So here see, if you check the compiled code of this main.ts, so the code whatever we have written in the JavaScript, the same code has been compiled and we got the output the same code. See, if you see here, add of plus input, the same code what we have written in the JavaScript, we got the same output. Okay, now when I try to execute this one, now I will get a 1 comma 2. I click on, I got the add 3. Okay, so in this way we can write the TypeScript code. Okay, we can write the TypeScript code explicitly mentioning the types of the variables, so that anybody who is using that function will return only will send the data of that expected behavior data only. It will be we will be the guy who will be sending, he will send the data to the function, so that we can eliminate some runtime errors. Explicitly we can eliminate these runtime errors, some runtime errors we can eliminate using the TypeScript, and also the code also will be very clean. So we will be able to know what type of data it accepts and what type of data it returns. These all things will be able to. And also the IDE also, it supports very clearly this type of coding and all the things. Most of the IDEs, all the IDEs will support the TypeScript compiler, and it will tell you all the IntelliSense and all those things. Not like the JavaScript. So in TypeScript you will be getting good IntelliSense, good suggestions and all those things in this one. So this is the TypeScript compiler, and how the TypeScript code will be compiled into the JS, and we have seen the through the JS code, and also with the TS code we have seen. So if you have doubts, any suggestions, please post the comment below to this video, and if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you.